Hey, Schmink lands the Tom Kench knockup on the
Oh,
Lux.
perfect.
She was out of position and he caught her. Amazing W. That UNI needs to look for more of those. Now, Action is sneaking around. This is UNI's vision. They don't know where all of AC Blue are. These wards in the jungle do help, but this Action, I don't think he can do anything 1v5 here, but
No,
I
no.
think he wants to try.
Maybe a cheeky steal. Nah, backing out.
He's just gonna back out.
Yeah, and like I was just saying, like you've got to stack these objectives. We saw Pandas, I think TP. I'm not sure if the TP is on timer. Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep.
TP down and help takes this objective. You've really got to hard stack these objectives just to ensure that you're getting them for your team. Of course, pushing out waves is important. Wave management is great, but at the end of the day, a lot of these objectives factor in a lot more than you think. So.
All right. So we know Shyvana is in this tri-bush with her ult up. Pandus Wandus does not know. He is looking for a trade on the Jace. Will Shyvana come around and gank? It doesn't look like she wants to. She wants to get this Baron control. And so do UNI with Schmink and Jensel going up there. I like that Schmink and Jensel are not just sitting in lanes pushing. I think that UNI need the push, but at the same time, there's so much pick potential with the Senna Tom Kench that you do want to be just running around looking for picks.
Can we take a look at items real quick?
Yeah. If I can hit the button.
Just wondering what Tom. Yeah, Tom's got the frozen heart.
Yeah, that frozen heart is going to be quite annoying for AC Blue as they do have 4 auto attack based characters. Now normally Shyvana is not super reliant on autos, but because she's going an AD hybrid type build, she is going to be more reliant on those autos. So that's a very good idea to go frozen heart. So we're going to see a little bit of a fight come out here. As Shyvana goes ulting in, Pandus Wandus has a wave crashing and he is low, he can't get there. Jensel gonna be ulting, or excuse me, Nink gonna be saving Destroy Dude with the ult there. Jensel doing a little bit of trade action with the Caitlyn. At the same time, unfortunately, Nink is gonna go ahead and fall on the Tom Kench. That was tough for UNI, a really split fight. Really awkward.
Yeah. Now as AC Blue, do you try and? Oh yeah, I mean, I guess everybody's backing. You just force Baron.
Yeah, too many people in UNI were too low. This is AC Blue's vision, or excuse me, they see the Akali mid, and they know that two other members were dead, so UNI do have to leave the base. Lux doing a little bit of ult on the Akali here. Backlit running away. I don't think AC Blue really want to go on him, but I don't know. But UNI are in a tough spot now. Like they did get that last Drake, which is huge, so they're not at soul point.
Ooh, looks like they're trying to gang up on Action mid.
Oh, this is a good pick. Nice pick on the Action mid by
Very
UNI
nice.
there. It looks like there's another pick coming. Maybe it's just like I'm cheating by looking at the timer down here, but maybe that's what that just was that we just saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so UNI recognize that AC Blue are at a little bit of a weak spot, so they do their best to capitalize off that and take a blue. That's smart. Looking for those little ups, those those small dubs. That's what you need to do while you're UNI right now. The too many crazy plays will lose you the game if you start losing the crazy plays. And honestly, Mike, AC Blue is not doing too much with this Baron that they have. I think it's it's almost halfway over already, and they haven't gotten a turret.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't send anybody bot. For a while there, the wave was pushed in their favor, but now it's kind of caught up, and looks like they're trying to force something top here.
Yeah, I think if I were Pandus Wandus right now, I think I would just run and give. I think UNI right now are just saying give, run away, and live. Maybe we can bait into a fight. Now, they do not know that Action... Okay, they do spot Action off the red ward. This is their vision. They don't know where most of AC Blue are. They are backing AC Blue, but not going to be anything UNI can get off of that. So they're going to go ahead and notice that Drake is coming up in 30 seconds, and they are going to try to get some vision on it. Akali sweeping this bush. That's good. Finding a ward. Doing a little bit of shared gold. That's nice.
Very interesting soul Drake here, Mountain. Um, I don't know. Mountains, it's very strange. I think obviously it'd be very strong on some of the tanks, but it's very useful when you're kind of a squishier champion. Some of the AC Blue, it's just nice to have that little extra shield when you're coming into these fights. You can tank a couple of these abilities.
Well,
And
I'll
really
tell you, Mike. If I'm AC Blue right now, I'm thinking, yeah, that's nice, but I don't want Tom Kench or this Volibear to have the stats
yeah,
of this Mountain
exactly.
Drake. But we're gonna see a little bit of a scuffle come out between Backlit and Shyvana here. She's gonna blow her ult, and Destroy Dude is gonna come in to try to help. But I don't know if this is a winning trade for him. Caitlyn is coming down. Backlit is just trying to get out of here, but stay close enough to maybe help. Meanwhile, in mid, UNI finding the pick on Yone. Huge pick, making sure a member of AC Blue is down for this Drake. Action finding a little bit of an engage on Jensel's Tom Kench, or excuse me, Nig's Tom Kench. He is going to go down, so it's a 1-for-1 for UNI right now. Meanwhile, AC Blue starting the Drake. UNI do not know, they know they can see the effects, but they don't know the health. Meanwhile, Action finds a pick on Jace and revives Yone. UNI.
Destroy trying to steal. I like the effort there. That's awesome.
Oh, if I hold scroll wheel, I can make the camera move like this. I kind of like that.
Oh yeah.
Action looking for a little bit of an aggressive play here, but gets punished for it as he does end up stumbling into several members of UNI. Interesting. So currently UNI are down still around 3,500, 4,000 gold. They are down 2 Drakes, and it is soul point for AC Blue.
That top turret, oh my gosh, it's got like no health.
Yeah.
So sad.
That should go in one wave, but AC
Yeah,
Blue
hopefully.
are doing a really good job of protecting it.
Mm-hmm.
UNI, not knowing where most of AC Blue are going to be looking to get some vision on Baron. Augustana just kind of letting him. Interesting. Baron is going to be coming up in a minute, so if I'm UNI right now, I do want to be trying to get that. They do see Volibear over here at his blue. That could be valuable information to Augustana right now, especially if you're Yone. You know, I would say, if I'm Yone, I'm just going to hard split push. He does have the teleport ready to use. He is going to have to force UNI one member to match him. And Shyvana is going to seize a back opportunity here. So I think that we're going to see a Baron fight within the next minute or two. And I think UNI, in order to win it, they need to not get too split up. But at the same time, if they do, no matter what, they got to find who to focus. And it's going to be tough because each member of AC Blue are their own threat. Like Action,
in their own way.
Yep, if Action's not focused, he can end up reviving a teammate if UNI aren't careful. If Caitlyn's not focused, she can end up like smacking specifically Senna. If Lux isn't focused, Lux can, you know, deny a lot of area, but we'll see. As Pandus Wandus does get some poke damage on the Action here. There's going to be a little bit of a fight going on in top.
He's going to commit.
Yeah, he doesn't want to commit. He sees the Caitlyn. He probably suspects that there's more, even though he can't see. I think it's a mistake for UNI to have more than one person show here. I mean, I guess that AC Blue already knew because of this ward, but what they've essentially done, right, Mike, is gone ahead and signaled the Yone, yeah, go ahead and keep pushing. And
keep it up.
I think he's going to back and maybe TP to Baron here, but maybe not.
Mid is what's going on here?
Action and Akali had a little bit of a kerfuffle. Action came out on top. We're going to see a ghost come out from Shyvana. Shyvana's going to ult on the Senna. They're going to find the pick on the Senna between the Caitlyn ult and the Shyvana damage. Pandus Wandus ends up TPing in to try to help and ends up just TPing to his death. Destroy Dude, it's his turn now to either escape or die, and he's doing his best to run. He knows that AC Blue want him very badly, and it would be bad for him to die here, as that would leave anybody to defend the base. And he's gonna get out, but unfortunately UNI are gonna have to trade Baron for Destroy's life there, and the lives of the rest of their team, honestly. So with this Baron take, UNI are gonna be in a very, very, very bad spot because the Drake is gonna be coming up in a minute. Yon already has Prio bot with Baron. Action's gonna get Prio top with Baron, and mid is already pushed. So all AC Blue have to do is just like walk up with Baron, and it's gonna be
peel
tough.
off for whatever they want.
Yep.
They've got the advantage.
And I do want to take a second to point out, maybe this is part of the reason UNI are struggling right now. Maybe not, but there is not a lot of vision on the map for UNI. There's a lot of dark jungle. I'm seeing 3 wards over here, and it's pretty dry here bot side. Now AC Blue do have the Tri warded, the River warded, double warded. They don't know where UNI is at right now. And UNI are going to be walking into 5 here. Tom Kench saving Jensen's life on the Senna. It's going to be an important ward, this one, over the wall, because it's going to show AC Blue where UNI are going to be deciding to commit to the contest, like which direction. So we're going to see UNI find and engage on the action. Nice work by Backlit, finds the kill. Meanwhile, Lux is going to be trying to finding the Senna. Lux coming out, not going to be doing enough, but Backlit also finds the pick on Shyvana. That's huge. And that secures the Drake for UNI. Okay, so well played, UNI. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting... What?
No, I was going to say, our problem is now it's they got to take this Drake quick and fan out. Looks like AC Blue is trying to get this turret mid with the Baron buff, which they do take.
How much longer do they have on their Baron? Let me click on somebody, please. Okay. So it's a little bit more than halfway up. It's about 2/3 of the way finished.
Yeah, contesting that Drake is huge. That's the whole point. You get another mountain under your belt. That is exactly what UNI needed right now.
Okay, so Nick gonna be finding the W on the extended Yon here. Destroy Dude gonna be running him down. But the Yon, can he 1v2? He doesn't think he can. He's just gonna be running away, possibly baiting to the action coming here, but we'll see. Yon still trying to get away. The sustain from Yon here is crazy as he ults away and under his turret, but Destroy was gobbled by Schmink to try to chase there, I think. But Action is here, so it's now a 2v2. Action gonna be swinging into 2 melee characters. Interesting call as Volibear decides to ult. Gonna be doing a ton of damage to Action. I think he goes down. No, he doesn't go down. Oh my gosh. What a disaster for UNI.
Even without a Yon ult, wow.
That's crazy. Meanwhile,
I can't believe it. Yeah.
Jensel getting ulted on by the Shyvana. Not a ton that he can do here, and he is gonna fall. This is an interesting build from the Shyvana. She's doing an interesting, like, 3-way hybrid build between the AD, tank,
bruiser,
and AD.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Oh man, and the Yon has the Immortal Shield Bow. I didn't quite notice that in that fight, but I'm pretty sure that saved him there. I don't know what to do if I'm UNI right now. Like, I think the game plan is the same.
You go for any of these objective bounties? Do you try and get some turrets down? Like maybe just take that bot side turret? But the problem is, you commit too many resources down there. They're just gonna shove in mid, your tier 1s.
Yeah, it's tough.
Or your inhib turrets, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. It's tough because the objectives aren't spawning for another 2 minutes, and UNI do not have that much map control right now. I want to show again, like, this is their vision. They do not see very much at all.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said earlier too, like so many of these times people just get caught out because there's just not enough vision. Like Jensel there all of a sudden a dragon is in your face. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah. It looks like UNI are going to be looking for a play in mid here. Okay, so we're going to see the Yumus come out from Jace. He wants it. Oh my goodness, that Jace damage. He goes over the wall. Lux has to flash away to survive. Trade flashes with the Jace there. But AC Blue's Brawl is pretty strong. Jace tries to do some damage there, ends up falling for, like, you know, dying. Volibear gonna be ulting over the wall to survive. Lux ult coming down, and Action ult getting cancelled by Tom Kench Eat on the Volibear. That's smart. I think that was a little bit... I don't think it was bad ambitious from Pandus Wandus on the Jace there, but I do think it was a little bit ambitious. It's unfortunate that he flashed and then the Lux flashed right after over this wall here.
Over
But
the wall. Well, too, like, I mean, Tom Kench, look at his items real quick. He's got the Frozen Heart. It looks like he's building into, what is that chain, or the plate?
Warden's Mail?
Warden's Mail, yeah. What's that built into? Randuin's? I don't know. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is Tom has a lot of armor here, and he's still just getting absolutely shredded. Action and Caitlyn. So a lot of these times when you're Wing in with Tom, and you're expecting to be a little more tanky than the reality, his health bar just was gone in like almost an instant. So a little bit harder to frontline.
Destroy Dude getting caught by a Lux Q. Shyvana ulting over the wall. Yon E ulting. They want Destroy so bad as this Drake is coming up in 20 seconds. Unfortunate for UNI that 5 members of AC Blue were ready. Okay, so Akali backlit looking for an engage here. He takes the E! He's all the way in. He Zonya's inside of his shroud. Meanwhile, Action on the backside of the Drake pick, trying to do some damage. Schmink eating up the Akali to try to save her. That action damage on the Jace is insane. Jace goes down. And that's going to be a 5v3 for UNI. Oh man, and Akali it goes down too from the Lux ult. Right now it's only Jensel and Schmink doing their best, but Yon goes over the wall with his Q3. Yon going in with the E flash combo to chase on UNI. Is it going to be enough to get anything? I don't think it is, but it is enough to send them running and to put UNI almost 10,000 gold behind. That was some crazy damage from Action.
That is crazy damage. No, I was going to say, and it looks like AC Blue's just heading straight up to Baron. They've got waves pushed a decent amount in, so it doesn't look like it's going to be contested at all by UNI here.
Yeah, unfortunate. At this point, I don't know actually what to do with UNI. So like before I said that, I'm like, I meant I didn't know what like specific picks to make. I know we needed to have the same game plan, but right now UNI very much on the back foot. They are having their backs against the wall very soon. They're getting shoved into a corner here. I think AC Blue could do a little bit of a better job pushing in UNI here, as UNI lacks a lot of wave clear compared to AC Blue. We'll see though. UNI are playing their waves very well. They've not lost too many turrets. Like they've lost 1, 2, 3, 4 turrets, but I feel like they could have lost more between between the other 2 Barons that AC Blue has been able to get. But we'll see here, as there is a little bit of an aggressive play coming out from AC Blue. The Lux Q going down. Jensel with the fancy feet dodges it, but does end up tanking half of his health from a Luxie. That's crazy. Destroy Dude looking for a play here. Action gone invisible. UNI cannot see him. The fog. Action gonna be coming out and ulting. Okay, and the Lux ult too. Oh, interesting.
Try and pin him down.
Oh, but right now backlit might get caught. Shyvana saw him top, and she saw him go into this bush. This is AC Blue's vision right now. Doesn't know where Akali is. Oh, she got out. Good, because she backlit was super extended there. AC Blue doing a great job of maintaining a vision presence in UNI's jungle. Man, Mike, this is a nail biter of a game. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, right. Anytime Action shows up, it's like a horror movie. It's a huge jump scare.
It is.
The problem is, it's like, well, it's nice to say let's try and focus Action here in these fights since he's doing so much damage, but he's so slippery. He's got that E to always get out. He can go invis. I mean, obviously you can't go invis in the middle of the fight if somebody's right next to you, but
There's a scuffle between Yon and Jace there. Yon is going to force Jace out of the lane. Meanwhile, top lane, AC Blue picks up a turret top. In the mid, action, or excuse me, Akali is going to be dying to action here. Unfortunate. See, as Destroy Dude's trying to get away, so are Schmink and Jensel. Pandus Landis is showing up to try to help at the last second, but it's not enough. And Destroy goes down. Right now it is a 3v5 for UNI. They are going to find a pick on the Lux. Amazing work by UNI and the Caitlyn. So they are going to trade 2 lives and a turret for that. Oh, and an inhib and another turret. So UNI's backs are, I think, officially against the wall with AC Blue in their base. They're going to lose a 3rd turret to this Yon.
Oh my gosh. And Yon just has so much life steal. Like any trade that Pandus is trying to get, or any damage that Pandus is trying to do, it's like 1 Yon Q, and it's all negated. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very tough spot to be UNI right now. But Drake and Baron are going to be coming. Oh, excuse me. Are going to be coming up in about 2 minutes. I think UNI need.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. You keep hammering down this point of vision, and like especially topside for AC Blue, they've got the vision on lock. And UNI, it's just kind of a blackout here.
Yep. This is AC Blue's vision now. They've got a pretty good amount of topside warded.
Yeah.
Destroy gonna be finding them.
And some of the wards are gonna go down here pretty soon for AC Blue. At least that other one.
Action finding an engage on Senna here. She does have the pop barrier to survive. Action managing to get the ult off on Senna. She goes down. Nink on the Tom Kench is trying to catch the Action though. And he unfortunately falls too. Action is still going in. finds the Jace in the face there. Unfortunately, Jace is gonna get caught here. He was not being careful, I don't think. He loses his spell shield. Shyvana ults on him. Caitlyn ults him. Oh my god. Backlit does some crazy damage to the Lux there. Uses the Zhonya's in the trap to survive. Ults through the Shyvana to try to get to the Lux. He's not able to get her. So Akali goes down and Lux goes down to the Jace. Right now it's Destroy and Shyvana in mid. I think Destroy, you win this, bro. Keep fighting it. I think you win it. Your W. Yeah, look at your W damage. Smart plays. Oh no, but the Yon from behind!
From the back ropes! Oh my gosh.
I think that's going to be game for UNI. We'll see. Jace can do some poking to get them off, and Senna can as well. Tom Kench going to be respawning here in 1 second to help. Not quite game yet, but it is looking awfully close as Drake is coming up in 10 seconds. And this isn't just Soul, this is Elder Drake, which is very, very bad news if UNI do not get this.
Timers destroys up in 23. Problem is Drake is already up. I don't think we're gonna see any contention here.
Yeah, I don't know. I see somebody pinging this ward here. Yep, and they're gonna go ahead and TP to it. It's gonna be backlit on the Akali. He's gonna TP there. Check for vision. This is what he sees. He doesn't know where AC Blue are, but Pandus is telling him they're on the Drake. They got the Elder. So now you and I have to be careful and mindful of this Elder execute. Backlit trying to get out, but he's not sure. He thinks maybe he can make a play here. I would get out. Oh my god, he's screaming.
Yeah.
Because
action.
He only sees action right now. He's gonna run into a whole bunch of members of AC Blue rapidly. He pops the Shroud. Shenna pops the ult to save him. Action ends up ulting him while he is Lux rooted.
Yeah, I mean, it's backlit. It's kind of hard. You TP in. You don't want to waste that TP, but
yeah,
don't know where any of AC Blue is. So
it was a super
tough call.
Super rough position to be backlit there because you saw how much damage he did to the Action. He can. Yeah. I think in like the 1v1 there with the jump on the Action, I think he can beat him. But because the Lux is there and the other 3 members of AC Blue were ready to capitalize, I think it was just doomed. So,
and a little hesitant to jump on the Kate, especially with that GA. By the time that he bursts her down,
yep,
he was probably there. But
Yon is gonna find the pick on Senna. That leaves 3 members on UNI to defend. Action doing crazy damage to Volibear. Volibear trying his best to survive. Volibear goes down, and that's gonna be game 1 for AC Blue.
Oof! What a game! It's almost 45 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Let's go back to the client here and take a look at some numbers. So let's just look at the damage first. Looks like I was not surprised by this. Jace did the most damage on UNI and also outdamaged everybody on AC Blue except for the action. But the action just kind of ran away with that game.
Hmm.
He did so much damage between, like his Kraken autos were crazy.
Yeah, they were actually wild.
Let's take a look at where
I still
is.
can't believe how much damage he was doing to Tom with that much armor. It was wild.
Yep, and it looks like pretty much everybody on AC Blue except for action. Uh, Yeah, for the most part, AC Blue definitely were placing and destroying a lot more wards. As we can see, most people on AC Blue's vision score are higher than UNI.
Hmm.
So really unfortunate. And we can see that just like the individual gold, like just so much more. 3,000
Hmm.
more gold earned than Jace on the own. Bear was down 4,000. So just unfortunate for UNI. A really tough spot to be in that first game. But we'll see how it pans out here going into game two. What are your thoughts?
Um, you got to keep in mind when I'm saying some of this stuff. These players are um, a lot higher ranked than me in and so take everything with a grain of salt. But um, I think in the middle lane, I almost think a control mage would have been um, the pick here. A lot of the times, it felt like backlit just could not get through to the backline with that Akali pick as much as I think they wanted to. Um, and a control mage kind of opens the door up. Obviously, AC Blue did ban the Syndra, which would have been, I think, a decent pick here. But um, I think it would have opened up a lot of doors and a lot of opportunities uh, to do a lot of that burst damage. Like there was one moment that Lux did half of Gentle's health with just a single E. So I think a control mage for UNI mid would have been a pretty good pick, especially with action just being a problem the whole time and just getting out into the back lane. If the back line, if they had a little bit more of that long range damage from a mage, I think that could have helped things a little bit better for UNI.
I absolutely agree. I also think, yeah, along the same lines, a mage might have been able to help with the pushing power of UNI a little bit because
Mm-hmm.
UNI did not have that much pushing power. Senna and Tahm Kench don't push waves very quickly. Jace can kind of push waves, but Akali doesn't push very quickly either. A Bear can kind of push waves, but he doesn't want to be. He's a jungler right now,
Right,
so
exactly. Um, do you think that UNI is? I liked the picks. I liked um the combo that they were trying to go for there. Um, do you think they might save picks for a little bit later, just to see? Okay, maybe now we go a little bit more ranged with our picks. Try to match if AC Blue is going to go a support mage or something similar in a long range ADC. I'm kind of curious to see if they're gonna do their pick order a little different here. Um, I would I would maybe save the ADC pick for a little bit later if I was you and I, but I don't know. What are your thoughts?
honestly, I think it's okay to pick the ADC earlier as long as it's somebody who's safe.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, definitely.
I feel like you and I could have probably. I think maybe this game you're right with a really important like that mage pick. I think would be really good for you and I, just
Yeah.
because I don't know. I feel like it's tough to try to get things done as a Kali in these coordinated games. It's
Hmm.
I'm not doubting Backlet's ability. Like we saw him pop off a couple of times, but it's
Right.
just not as reliable as a mage or a control mage,
Right.
and it's tough. I think part of the problem with last game was, UNI did give that early kill over the first blood on the Tom Kench to
Mhm.
AC Blue's bot lane, and that kind of put them in a bad position to
Mhm.
be in an already relatively rough lane. So kind of avoiding those kinds of mistakes, giving things where you don't need to. Because along the same lines, they also gave two Drakes over to AC Blue before they were able to get their own Drake. And I think
Right.
something like that is important.
Hmm.
It's tough.
Yeah, I think the safe ADC pick, like even if you pick like an Ezreal, as long as they live, they have a lot of potential in some of these team fights. It's just kind of, but then on the other hand, you kind of trade out that uh, engage potential of the Tom, and a lot of Nick was doing a really good job of saving UNI's members with that ult. They were in a hairy situation. They had an action ult on them or a Caitlyn ult, and uh, the Schmink was there with the ult. It's just um,
Well, it's interesting.
like
You're right, but it's also interesting
yeah, no,
because normally we see Nink on a little bit more of a carry character
right,
than Tom
yeah.
Kench.
Hmm. I know
So
he usually a bigger fan of like Jin, or I've seen some Zaya as well.
yeah, Jin, Zaya, Samira, that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
Chimera. Okay.
But looks like they did take a small break or something. I don't know,
Hmm.
but I think they're gonna start draft here pretty soon.
Okay. Trying to think. Feel like the jungle pick was fine. It just it. I really like the Volibear pick. It has a lot of potential everywhere. It's kind of a well-rounded character. I don't think it was any fault to destroy, dude. That some of these objectives were. I think they were just out of his hands at that point, right? I think the Volibear is still a pretty good pick. So if they ran it back with the Volibear, I think maybe with just a little bit of a different team comp, I think they could do a lot of work.
Mm. I'm sorry. I'm
Mm,
just I'm
yeah,
not gonna.
ruminating a little bit here.
No, no, no. There's just some interesting banter going on in the lobby chat, and I'm not streaming it, but mm, that's it's interesting. That's
Yeah,
it, because there's one member of you and I going to the bathroom, I think. So just a
gotcha.
minute or two here, and we'll see.
I'm gonna take a look. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't think. I think again with the bans, I don't think TF does TF ever get through from either team.
Uh, we've seen Backlit play it a couple times. I don't think this
Right.
season, but definitely last semester.
Well,
Yeah.
and uh, even just the potential bot lane too with TF is huge. Like he's one of the best quote unquote ADCs right now. But I love the Twisted Fate pick. I would love to see it in the game, but I really don't know if it's gonna go through here
I think it's really smart to ban. The point and click stun is really strong.
from either side. Yeah.
All right. Looks like players are ready, so draft will be getting underway here momentarily.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
I like the tanky picks from UNI. I hope they
Yeah.
maintain that this game. I don't think the Jace was a bad pick last game,
No,
so
not at all.
maybe
Not
if
at all.
they pick up the Jace again, I think that might be okay. But looks like UNI are
Yeah.
going to be first pick and also first ban. Let's see what they do. I'm interested to see if you and I put Nink on a carry this time, or they maintain him on like Tom Kench or
Mhm.
a little bit more of a
Mhm.
supportive ADC.
Mhm. I could also see like Seraphine, Senna
Yeah, for sure.
going well. Yep, there's the TF ban, the Talia.
Hmm.
Mid laner must be playing some Talia.
Everybody hates TF.
Well, TF is has been in kind of a weird spot until this season. Like in the right hands, he can do a lot of work, but then now all of a sudden he's just uber strong and
Turbo broken.
yeah, turbo broken exactly. There's
Okay,
the
so
Maokai ban again. I definitely respect it. Maokai is just so annoying. He gets so much control. He loves the jungle fights. It's just a very well-rounded character.
okay, so
Definitely
apparently
agree.
that's a virus ban from you and I, not Maokai.
Oh, really? Okay. I
And
mistake the two often, honestly.
looks like
One's a
Augustana were not happy with that volley bear despite winning. They don't want to give that pick away. Interesting. I think that's a smart ban.
I think it is too. I mean, and Volibear is just such a strong pick. Um, doesn't Volibear is so deceptive, and that's why it's so good. Like, why you build just straight tank because that W is just such. It does a deceptive amount of damage, and with paired with the ult, obviously, but
Okay, so I'm
and we.
confused.
Okay, I think it's both. I think it's the same bans as last time. I think it might be the Maokai instead, right? So it's still Varus, Maokai, and Talia ban, right?
Yeah, I think. They haven't said anything else.
Okay.
And they did, and
There's a Syndra
Augustana,
ban
yeah, they banned
again.
the Syndra again. Syndra would have been
I
a
think it's
great pick.
yeah,
So if you're you and I right now, I'm interested to see what they prio here
yeah,
because
definitely.
I think prioing top is not necessarily what you want to do unless you're
Mhm.
absolutely certain that your other lanes can win. Top is
Yeah,
just so volatile with the counter pick nature. And they are going to go ahead and snag Jensel's Rakan right off the bat.
Con.
I think that's smart. Jensel is nasty on Rakan, and I'm hoping to see that this game. It's fun to watch him play. And see what Augustana goes ahead and picks. They go with Renata
Ooh,
Glask. Interesting. So you and I are gonna have to keep that in mind in their draft. Okay, and they also get Callista, so the Callista Glask combo is not bad. It's actually pretty good.
yeah,
I don't think it's as strong as like Callista Alistar or
yeah,
my
a little
favorite
bit tanky.
Ballista with the Blitzcrank Callista.
List,
Yeah.
list.
But we'll see. I think you and I is gonna pick their bot lane now. Okay, Ezreal.
Yeah, a little bit of a safer pick for an ADC.
I think that's
I was
good.
gonna say, yeah, no, I've seen Nick play a decent amount of Israel too, and so I think it's a good pick. Kind of stay out of harm's way in a lot of these situations. You've got a good out.
Yeah, I think in terms of synergy, maybe Augustana has a
Yeah,
little bit more
yep, yep.
synergy, but I feel like you and I are very safe with that Ezreal Rakan pick, and we're gonna see K'Sante from you and I. Interesting.
I
Yeah,
love it.
cause Augustana. Oh no, you and I banned it the first game in the second round.
Hmm.
So we'll see what AC Blue picks next, cause they're gonna know
And
that what.
I was gonna say too with the bot lane. I think we said it before the game started, where you don't want to be giving up a lot of these kills early, and I think that was kind of a problem with the Tom. He goes in, he doesn't have a really good out. The Lux Caitlyn traps are an issue, so I think as long as you and I doesn't give up a lot of kills or a decent amount of kills early, they'll be in a good spot.
Well, it's gonna be tough because especially in top, by picking that Cassante first, you're opening yourself up to the counter pick, and
Hmm.
he does go Darius, and I'm off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure Darius wins that matchup.
Hmm.
Um, and if I'm Augustana right now, what I want to do in this draft, so they ban Karma, but what I want to do,
Karma.
is I want to get that counter pick top out of the way and still save my
Mm-hmm.
last pick for the counter pick in mid. So I'm pretty sure what
Right.
UNI is going to do here is pick either mid. I think they're going to pick jungle, and
Yeah.
then Augustana will pick jungle, and then UNI will pick mid, and then Augustana will pick mid. I think is what's going to happen. But
Yeah.
UNI, go ahead and ban the action. I think that's a smart ban. And it's important that UNI doesn't pick somebody like Master Yi jungle, just for example. I don't
Yeah.
think that would be a good pick for a lot of reasons, but because of the Renata ult, he could end up killing his team.
Killing everyone.
And the Augustana are gonna finish up with a Ziggs ban. Interesting. I don't know who plays Ziggs on UNI. Does Backlit play Ziggs mid?
Got to be backlit. There's no reason to ban it otherwise.
Let's see what UNI's
Wait
last
for
ban
the
is.
last ban.
Shyvana.
Shiv.
Okay,
Okay.
smart. That was a nasty Shyvana build. I gotta
It
remember that.
was. Yeah. The three-way hybrid. It was putting in work.
I think if I okay, so I'm pretty sure
I was gonna say
UNI's.
AC's definitely gonna pick their jungler here, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I had the pick order wrong. So you and I are gonna probably pick
Mm-hmm.
their jungler first. I mean, like it doesn't matter because they have to pick
Yeah.
both here, but
Matter.
they are AC are gonna save their mid pick for last, which is smart, so that they can
Yeah.
counter whatever backlit picks. But I was starting to say I don't think anything's really gonna happen in bot unless you and I misplays or AC
Oh.
misplays. Okay. Evelyn jungle, Lucian mid. I like the Lucian mid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think a lot of this game is going to be determined by if Evelyn falls behind, you and I is going to be hurting. If
Definitely.
top falls behind, which I think might, it looks likely to happen, you and I is going to be hurting. And I
Yep.
think they kind of drafted for that.
Ah,
Okay, so Lux. I
Lux mid.
don't think that's that good of a pick versus Lucian, if I'm going to be honest.
No.
Because Lucian can,
You see the Q come out from Lux or the E, and you can just kind of go in and punish a bit.
yep. And you know, at least specifically for the Lux Q, I feel like that ability is a lot easier to sidestep
Yeah,
without
definitely.
using E, and then you could save your
Mm-hmm.
E for the Lux E, and
For
then
the
just
E.
go in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say I think you and I and AC are relatively even in the bot lane, unless either side misplays. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, both sides are just pretty safe, so I don't think that's going to happen. I think AC have the advantage top, and in jungle, Gragas is going to be able to do a lot more than Evelyn early, and also Evelyn struggles in these team play environments because you can keep track of her as a team. She can't feast
Right.
like she can in solo queue, and I think UNI has the advantage in mid, but we'll see how it pans out going into game 2 here with UNI down 1.
Would you mind if I stepped away real quick?
Yeah, I can go ahead
The game
and
starts.
I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come back when the game starts.
Perfect.
Those cravens backstab me, deceive me, never shall tolerate their crimes again. Now let the hunt begin. Yeah, 7,000 souls scared and daunted, such a tale of woe. She was everything to me, but they took her, and with her they took my kindness and my mercy. That was their mistake. Because now, all I've got left is a cold heart. They thrive on doubt. They feast on fear. These wretched abominations blight this world. Every last one of them will perish by my hand. Keep moving on. Keep moving on.
All right, we are back coming into game 2 here. Or excuse me. Yes, game 2. My bad. AC Blue up 1 on UNI right now. If anyone was wondering what those songs were, it was the Lucian login music followed by the Rel theme. So I don't know if you like that, you can look them up. But yeah, so we are loaded in already here. That was pretty quick. Let me get the stream up for you, Mike.
Perfect.
And double check that the stream can see it. They can. Alright, and let's get going. I'm gonna go ahead and immediately zoom us out here. Oops. How did I do that? If I just touch it again, I did that? I did? Okay, that's helpful to know. Alright. UNI doing their standard 5-point thing. It looks like AC Blue are a fan of the same because if you look at the map here, everyone's just kind of lined up. I like that.
BM! Just trying to chill mid.
Oh man, the pings from AC Blue are kind of annoying. I hear them spam pinging people. I don't know why. But yeah, looks like Darius is doing a little bit of a Darius cheese. It's par for the course for Darius players. I would do the same. We'll see what happens here to Pandus Wandus as he walks back into lane. He doesn't know that Darius is in there. He's gonna be walking up to this bush here. Gets the ward off, finds him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Darius pings it and gets a cheeky little amount of gold there. And we're seeing some pings going out already, so bot lane gonna be actually leashing their jungle this time.
Yeah, Gragas kind of needs the help a little bit.
So I think what we're gonna see is that Gragas is gonna be ahead of Evelyn just because I think he'll be able to clear a little bit faster than she can. But if Evelyn's able to get any kills, she could run away with the game. Kind of the same thing with Gragas though. We'll see.
Right.
Early poke damage
Well,
here
and
in the bot lane.
you were saying earlier too, it's really hard, especially when you get behind on Evelyn. It doesn't feel like you're impacting as much, especially during the team fights. It's a little bit harder to get stuff done, but just a matter of time. We will see.
So it looks like AC Blue are going to get that level 2 advantage on UNI, but aren't going to be able to do too much off of it. It is such a safe lane. Unfortunately, this is the nature of the Cassante and just fighting Darius in general. He's going to get you off of that first wave and just zone you, and you just have to wait for it to crash. There's not a ton you can do except pick up minions like right there. Lucian already shoving in the Lux. I think that's good. Has a health advantage. We like that. The cheeky little trade there. Gragas thinking he can do something, but I don't know. Lucian is just so quick. He is already almost out of mana.
Yeah. Do you build a tier in this situation? Do you just rush the Essence Reaver?
I don't know if you do either. I don't think. I don't know if I can't see runes for a reason. Yes, I can. Hang on. Oh, I think I can. Yeah. So Lucian did take Presence of Mind, which is smart. So I don't think he's gonna be building Essence Reaver.
Anything? Okay.
Essence Reaver feels nice, but just getting your Kraken into Navori on Lucian feels a lot better.
Just rushing it. Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll see an Essence Reaver out of him. Looks like Darius did go ahead and take a back with his little CS advantage, and Pandus Wandus is gonna have to just shove him in, and he is probably gonna look for a back himself. Evelyn getting this top scuttle before Gragas. Gragas gonna be going for flash in on backlit. Unfortunately, backlit is not able to complete the kill on the Lux there. Now Evelyn did get that top scuttle. Evelyn knows that Gragas was topside. I would go faster to this bot scuttle, you know what I'm saying, Mike?
Yeah, rush down there. Maybe stay out of some vision. I know it's the most direct path, but didn't know where you were at until now. But doesn't look like Gragas is gonna try and contend that scuttle.
Yep, so I'm pretty sure Gragas is supposed to clear faster than Evelyn, but he got himself slowed down because he pathed mid really quick here to see if he could help his Lux, and then he helped the Lux in a fight there. So Evelyn was able to clear her jungle and double scut. So let's see. That doesn't put her ahead in gold because he got first blood, but that definitely helps her. Rakan getting a knockup on the Renata Glass down here. Ezreal gonna be doing some damage. Not gonna be really enough to do too much with it though.
Yeah, and AC Blue did spot destroy there, so they weren't in too much of danger for that gank.
Yeah, and right now top lane, okay, dodges that Darius E, that's good. You want to walk up and hit those minions while that Darius E is on cooldown, and he is. He even gets some poke, nice. But the problem is, he's already down almost 300 gold, so he's going to have to keep an eye on that top. Maybe ask his jungle for some help, maybe not. But we'll see.
And it's especially hard now that Void Grubs come up so early into the game. You lose that pressure top. Yeah, when you lose that pressure top, you're in a kind of a bad situation. You're not going to get help from that Cassante as much as the jungler, and I don't know, Evelyn is maybe looking to steal one of these Void Grubs.
Wait, never mind.
No, Gragas got the gold for it,
Yeah.
sadly, but
I got hyped.
Jensel is there. Yeah, it was close. It did look like it connected, but not quite. Jensel's pursuing?
He's doing some
Maybe
cheeky
just getting a ward?
things.
Yeah,
This
getting
is
a good
what we
ward
can
there.
see. AC
Oh
Blue
wow,
doesn't see
stayed
him.
out of vision
Yeah, that was
until.
smart.
Yeah.
He's backing on a ward though.
Mm-hmm.
See if AC Blue do something about it. Lux is positioning like she wants to Q. Jensel knows. I think he knows it's warded. I think he's.
I
just
don't know
burning
if he
time.
does. I think he.
He's gotta know. Right? I don't know. Gragas doesn't care. Gragas went home.
Yeah, he's a little lower. Yeah, Backlet's gotta take the wave here.
And meanwhile, bot lane are just taking the Drake alone. This is interesting. So Lux and Lucian gonna have a fight here.
Ooh.
Lucian gonna be finding the kill on Lux. Renata W is not enough to save. However, Jensel, full of spears from Kalista, unfortunately dies to the Rend. Drake gonna reset. That's good for UNI. Kind of bad for AC Blue, but AC Blue do get a pick out of it. AC Blue ahead, what is that? 400, 600 gold?
Yeah.
So, I have to turn on the things again. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, the objective timer's perfect.
And I will close this. There we go. Top lane, I'm trying to keep an eye on this. So he is already ahead, 600 gold now.
Quite a margin.
Yeah.
In CS, yeah.
I think what Pandas has to be careful of is he can give Darius the minion gold, but giving him plating gold would really, really be bad for him. But meanwhile in mid, apologies for missing that, they do find a pick on backlit. 4 members of AC Blue already in mid like that, and they are going to capitalize off of the prio that they just earned. Destroy is seeing an opportunity to kick this Lux here, and I think he is. Really easy kill for him. He does blow ult, but hey, it's a free kill. Oh, and almost a steal from the Jensel Q and Schmink Ezreal ult. This is kind of aggressive by UNI.
Yeah.
They knew that there were 3 members of AC Blue, and they are just kind of running at them. But
They did catch vision of them that they were a little bit lower health.
yeah, that's true. And Ezreal does, I'm pretty sure he did take press the attack for that all-in potential. Yeah, he did. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to proc it yet, but right now, Gragas is coming bot. This is UNI's vision. They are pushed really far. They don't have wards. They don't know Gragas is there. I'm pretty sure he's going to commit. He's just lurking in that push. Rakan goes in with the W on the Kalista. Gragas comes in for the gank, but not soon enough to save the Kalista. Gragas cast goes down. Hits the Schmink.
That's a flash out. Yeah, wow. The ult
Lux
from
gank,
Gensel's
Mike, the
still
Lux
lash.
gank is, oops,
Yeah.
crap. The Lux gank is here. Schmink might go
Flash
down
over.
here. Schmink, the heal. Oh, and the exhaust comes out from Lux took exhaust.
Yeah.
Oh no, Lux is unsealed spellbook. That's interesting. Now it's Gensel's turn to do his best to try to survive on Rakan, but I don't know if he's going to be able to as Renata moves him back into his team. He W's away, dodges the Lux Q. It looks like he's out. Nice work. Oh, Lux ult is up.
Oh.
It literally just came up.
Wow.
Super-
Unlucky.
That is super unlucky. I am.
Actually, maybe getting 2 plates out of this
Yeah, we'll see.
because of the Lux roam here. I mean, that first plate counting into that, not the second one.
I moved the camera up here just as Darius flashed away, but the charm still connects. The action, excuse me, the Cassante ult brings the Darius back, but it's not going to be enough to pick him. Evelyn still is ult up. She is in vision of the Gragas. Like, they can't see her with the ward. Like, they do see her with the red ward. Okay, so weird stuff going on here. Evelyn flashes the Gragas. That's smart. Secures the red ward gold. Meanwhile, mid, backlight going deep for the kill on Lux. I kind of want to watch that back.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Alright. So he's pushing it in. Lux walks up to the wave, uses her E. Uses her Q. This is the trade window for backlit.
This
and
is what we're talking about.
Yep. He's in. Autos, Qs, autos, ults. Lux ends up taking most of the ult there.
Maybe a flash here.
We'll see. He E's forward
Or just
again.
an E.
It's already up the flash to dodge
there's
the
the
Lux
flash.
Q. That is smart. And the ignite. Really well played. And it looks like we missed some stuff here, so I'm going to go ahead and speed up. Top, there is a fight that goes on. The cast goes down.
Oh.
Darius ults the Evelyn. Destroy Dude trying to run away. Used his ult to survive. Gets smited by the Gragas. Unfortunate. And I missed something bot as well. Let's go back.
Looks like
Okay, so looks like a little bit of a fight over vision here. Rakan all-ins on the Renata, and the Renata ult hits both Rakan and Ezreal. Meanwhile, the entire time, Kalista is wailing on Ezreal.
wow. Yeah, almost have to wait out that Renata ult if you're gonna go in as Gensel there.
Okay, right now we have a fight going on Baron. Lucian E-ing in onto the Lux, ulting onto the Lux, finds the pick on Lux. They also are going to find the pick. Okay, so I said Baron, it's not Baron.
Yeah,
it's Baron hit, and it was for the Grubbies.
Yep.
And unfortunately, UNI are not able to get
all three,
but that also means that AC Blue do not get 5, and when you get 5, that's when the Void might spawn. So that's actually pretty good by UNI.
Yeah.
A little bit of a, what'd you call this here? It's just zone.
A bit of a tango here.
Yeah.
Back and forth walk. The spacing. I love it. UNI just that last Void grub, I was gonna say.
He's hiding out in this bush here. I don't know what he's thinking. He's gonna find the Cassante here. W's Cassante, Q's Cassante. I think he wants to trade more. Meanwhile, bot lane, Drake is coming up in 3 seconds. They do have Cryo bot and not Cryo mid, but Gragas is mid, so backlit does have to be
Good
careful.
show, yep.
You and I do know that all members of, excuse me, 4 members of AC Blue are on the Drake at this point. If they want to do something, they got to try now. Lucian has no ult up, so he can't.
No
Ezreal,
ult on him. Gensel no ult as well.
Ezreal might be able to ult. Ezreal ult tries to take
close.
it. Gensel looking for the engage here. Flash W's in. The Renata ult gonna be hitting 2 members of UNI. Destroy Dude goes down. Gragas trying to hit the flash E, misses it. Rakan ulting. Lucian also ulting. Gragas
barely living.
HP. It's kind of a crazy fight.
Yeah, just kind of the timings from the ults were just a little bit off. There could have been maybe an in from behind as Jensel with the ult, but ults just were not on cooldown there.
The Cassante combo and the Ghost coming out. He's going to be committing to this fight with the Darius. He's got to be careful though, because that Darius passive is taking and hurting him. Meanwhile, mid, Backlit picks up another kill. Looks like he picked it up with Jensen's Rakan. Panda's really getting aggressive with this Darius, pulls him in. The Darius doing his just to trade back, but
oh my gosh, what is happening?
I don't know, let's go check it out. Alright, so the Lux is already dead at this point. Jensel running straight for this Gragas. Gragas looks like he wanted to E over that wall, but didn't commit to it and ends up just getting caught by Rakan there. Unfortunate. And it looks like there's another kill that goes on bot here, so Evelyn. Oh, the greedy! The Kalista did not finish her back.
Greed.
And greeted out for the wave. And unfortunately for her, Destroy Dude was right there waiting.
Oh, is that the Storm Surge from Eve already?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Let me get caught up here. And I think she's gonna get a pick on somebody else here. What is that? What that was? Yeah, that's what that was.
That's what that was. Yeah. Looks like AC Blue is hanging around the Rift. Don't look like they're gonna commit to it. Maybe just something to keep in mind here.
Right now, this is what AC Blue sees. They don't know that UNI is invading their jungle. Uh-oh, and they don't know that this Lux is toast. Rakan uses his Shurelias to help catch, and you just can't run at that point, it's too late. UNI are going to recognize they do have the advantage here. They're not going to, okay, they are going to finish pushing that, that was funny. They want the Rift held, but we're looking for a little bit of a play top. UNI is playing this game miles better than last game. They are commanding this game, and it is a pleasure to watch, but I don't want to jinx it, Caster's Curse, and have them accidentally make some throwing decisions, but we'll see.
And I think the top lane, especially with the counter pick, Candace has been playing this really well, even though he's behind in CS and behind in gold. It's not too much of a difference here. And it looks like they're trying to make something happen here.
Oh man, Darius with the flash grab combo on the Lucian. Lucian doing his best to survive. But Jensel, the guardian angel, saving Lucian. I like that. Looks like UNI are just gonna count their wins here and get out while they still can. I think that's smart. Darius blew his flash there to try to turn on Backlit, but Backlit also flashed, so interesting.
AC Blue does take that tier 2 turret bot just because Jensel has been all over the map here.
But it's okay. Actually, maybe it's not. Ezreal's down 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Rakan's up on Renata, like 600 gold.
Yeah.
Darius is up on Cassante by about 900 gold.
Yeah, but I mean, because Jensel's been roaming, he and Backlit have just kind of been in tandem for quite a while here, and
Okay, so Darius. Okay, so Pandas goes on the Gragas here pretty confidently. Darius grabbed him, but he baited him into his team. As the rest of UNI show up, they're going to be able to take down the Gragas.
Oh my gosh! Does he go down to the passive?
No, the bleed ended. He lives. He's crazy.
Wow, that was a very great roam from Backlit. Pandas committed,
and
knowing his team was there to back him up.
That was really well communicated. That was insane team play. Oh no! Oh wait, that's smart.
Right.
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, they didn't want to take the health away.
We rolling.
We're rolling.
Get some good turret damage top. Meanwhile, mid, Lux and Renata sieging this mid turret. Jensel doing what he can to slow them down, which is not a lot because he is just a Rakan.
Just a Rakan.
Backlit
Baby.
having a little spat with this Gragas. Backlit's been super aggressive this game, and that's
Yeah,
good, but
I
the
love
dash over the wall doesn't quite make it.
Trolling.
I didn't see anything. Okay, so right now, UNI sees that
down.
Drake is up. Yeah, Nick is down. UNI want this Drake. They are down 2 Drakes right now. They are not able to grab a kill on the Renata, but the Lucian from the side, he's able to find the pick. Renata W, not enough to save the Lux. Gragas has arrived. He's swinging his belly. He's walking up. Tries to get the pick on the Lucian. Is not able to connect with his belly there. Lucian trading back, doing some good damage. Destroy, getting some good damage on Renata. The issue with this fight right now, though, is that AC Blue know where the Evelyn is, and they know where all members of UNI are. So Darius can go ahead and push top.
And UNI did commit some ultis to that to get the pick on that Lux, so they're gonna be down that for.
They don't have any ults except
fight.
for the Evelyn ult, but there is no fight as AC Blue do just sack it. They were probably thinking, look, we do have 2 Drakes, we don't need to fight it, but you know what, Mike, you're right. I think if they had kept track of UNI's ults a little bit better, maybe they could have forced something, because Gragas did have his cask up, and I'm pretty sure everybody else had their ults up there except for Renato, so. Interesting. Also, we missed the pick top. Let's go back. So, Panda's going in on... Gets back the lane and just goes straight on the Darius here. Ults him, but it doesn't go very far, and Darius lands that Q. I think that is pretty bad. And
oh my.
Yeah, that Q is unfortunate. But we're gonna get caught up here. Okay, so right now, Nink going to catch this wave. The turret already went down. There's multiple members of AC Blue on his tail. He gets hit by the Gragas E, and unfortunately, Callista is there to finish him off. I don't think there's anything he could have done there except not path this way.
Not
when the
path
turret
that
was
way.
dying.
Yeah.
Rakan Jensel doing his best to secure some vision in his jungle. Looks like UNI have learned a little bit from last game and are doing a better job warding this game, at least topside right now, because they know Baron is coming up, or excuse me, Baron is up and the fight is coming up. And in a very smart way, they invade. I think this is a good invade because Evelyn is not able to be seen, but they do have to be careful because these are beefy boys. They almost spot the Evelyn, but they do not. They know Rakan's here. They see the red ward. I think there's going to be a throwdown coming. As
I said, they want to look for the fight.
Yeah, as Evelyn starts going on the Gragas. If Gragas goes down, that's going to be a free Baron. Darius getting the pull on Jensel, not able to get the damage off. Jensel is half health though from like 1 auto. W auto from that guy. The Lux ults doesn't hit, and Lucian tries to find a pick there, but is not able to. They do catch the Gragas backing. They know he's at half health. And Gragas is going to go ahead and back. UNI don't want to commit to Baron here because if they obviously commit to Baron, Gragas can cancel his back and the rest of AC Blue will show up.
Problem is, UNI can't be sending anybody. I don't know if I'd show bot right now as Destroy. They are a member down for this fight.
Okay, so Gragas tried to go on the Lucian there, but ended up missing his stuff. And Lucian punished him for it. Meanwhile, Darius is coming in to clean up. The cleanup crew has arrived. Darius is going to feast at this fight here as he gets 2 kills and an assist. And Evelyn is here, Destroy Dude. I don't think that there's too much that he can do. He's going for the pick on this guy, which is pretty bold because Darius is right there. But he's able to just get away. What kind of moves? He's got 440. Darius has 405. Okay, that's kind of nasty. 385. Without the Triforce auto. Yeah, so Callista went usual Bork Rage Blade. Renata's got a Redemption and Locket, so a lot of sustain for AC Blue. But a lot of engage from UNI because Rakan opted for Shurelya's and Trailblazer. And as I predicted, Mike, Lucian did just skip the Essence Reaver.
Yeah, just went straight into Navori. And Kraken.
Gragas belly inbound, gets the catch on Destroy Dude, but Destroy Dude flashes away and ults away. The cask coming out late from Gragas, isn't able to get the pick.
Oh yeah, that heal from Nink gave him just enough move speed to get out of there.
Coming in clutch. That was almost pretty bad for UNI.
Yeah, definitely do not want your jungler down in this situation.
Because Baron still has not been taken. UNI kind of going bot side here. I think that they're trying to play for some Dragon Vision as it's coming up in a minute.
Yeah.
Right now, they are just playing around these bushes though.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, if you're walking into no vision as UNI, you got to stack like they're doing right now. You cannot be walking in alone, and I think that was a big flaw from their last game. So they're doing a lot better in that aspect.
Yeah, we see Cassante going with the Ghost, trying to find a pick, and they do end up finding a pick with Jensel. Is it going to be enough to find that? I don't think so. As Callista manages to make it away, she's out of that fight. There is a side fight going on with the Gragas, Darius, and Lux though. Uh-oh. Looks like Gensi got caught by the Lux Q and got dunked on by the Darius. So that's going to be a 1-for-1 for UNI. I think UNI's 1-for-1 is better because they got AC's jungler, but I don't know. So Cassante TPing in here. Back to the fight. Full HP, ready to go. If UNI decides to take this Drake, AC Blue knows it could try to contest. I mean, the Darius does not have ult up. The refresh on it ended. They are going to have a little bit of a fight in this rush in the river with the Lux and the Renata Glass.
This is the point where you peel off.
Oh, okay, so blue team, nice, okay. UNI get the Drake. That's big for UNI. Cassante tanking 3 members of AC Blue and is not able to take the heat. He goes down. Schmink getting caught and going down. There's going to be 2 more members of UNI left. Lucian doing his best to do some damage, but he gets popped by the Darius. The damage is crazy between the Darius auto with his W and the Kalista Rend. Like you get, they both slow too, so.
Yeah, Darius opted into the Triforce instead of something a little bit tankier, which gives him a lot of. He's very well rounded with Triforce. You get the damage, you get the move speed. It's the creme de la creme on Darius. I love it.
So right now it looks like, oops, both junglers are just going to be kind of clearing camps. Cassante going to be going to match and bot.
Jensel's going back up to get some ward on Baron. Very smart.
Looks like he's laying in wait.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, a little bit of vision manipulation there.
This is what UNI sees. They don't know that there's Jensel's kind of surrounded here. Almost. He hasn't escaped. I think if I were UNI right now, I'd be looking for picks on this Lux because she has no out. Darius doing the same thing he did before.
Yeah, getting caught out, yeah.
UNI spot him with the Scryer's Bloom. Backlit with the rapid fire cannon auto. Darius just taking so much damage. Dodges backlit. Insane dodge on that cast. That was insane. That read. Renata throws out her ult and is not able to get a pick.
Well, Darius tanking a lot of that ult because he's figuring, well, my jungler's coming up, but he did not take into the factor that the rest of UNI was right behind. So, Jensel there.
Backlit dashes over the wall to try to pick off that guy. Doesn't know that there were people waiting in that bush. Jensel saving his life yet again. The Guardian Angel at work, and UNI are able to pick up that Baron off of that Gragas kill. That was a crazy read on where that cast would go. And empathing. What are these? Is this like team health? Is that what this like these bars are? Like
I don't know.
I don't know either.
No, it's just I have no clue. Cool factor meter? I don't know.
It's like a visual representation of, you know, like Smash Brothers when they start shouting out your character's name when you're kicking butt.
Lucian! Lucian!
Oh man, Lucian is backlit is destroying this game. He's 15-4. Meanwhile, top Darius does find another pick on the Cassante.
And yeah, that is.
I don't know if it matters.
I don't know. It's always nice to have that that Baron buff on your top laner. It gives you a lot more flexibility, especially with the TP. You can push out lanes, so.
That's true. Oh, so we can see XP. So that you see this purple bar underneath their mana and health.
Yeah.
That's XP.
Yeah.
Okay, Rakan ulting. Jensel not able to find anybody there. I don't know. It's interesting. Fix the vision here. So right now,
looks like AC Blue is sending people up to.
They saw them top. Oh no!
Top destroy dude walked right into it.
Bellied right in the face. Almost makes it away with the flash ult combo, but is not able to. Gragas did blow cast for that, but that is a super duper short cooldown.
Yeah.
It is 65 seconds down for that Gragas cast right now.
Can we zoom out a little bit?
Yeah, so I'm gonna zoom out right here. This is what UNI sees. Jensel being the first one to spot the Darius is not able to land the W on him. He's gonna be super caught. I think what UNI need to do is just get out while they can, and they so far are doing that. Jensel did his best to distract the Darius and the Gragas. Meanwhile, in base, Backlit was doing his best to distract those guys. Nink is going to group up with Panther Esports down here. I think that's smart, but I think they need to get out because they will be fighting a 2v5 rapidly. Or 2v4 because Gragas is pushing mid. But...
well, no, it looks like Gragas is... oh no, he's just counter jungling.
yeah. Kalista is alone. But UNI don't know that. This is what they see. They see the Gragas here now. Currently, AC Blue know that there's only 2 members of UNI here. They are descending upon them.
It's a Drake timer, I was going to say. It's got to be up soon.
Yep, so it's up. UNI have a control ward on it, doing their best to see what UNI sees. They don't know where most members are. They can kind of guess that maybe there's a death push here because they see some people coming out of it and they're baiting towards it. Cassante finding the pick on the Lux, catching her out there. That's big. That's going to make it a 4v5. Now all UNI needs to do is get close to the strike. Ezreal trying to steal it with the WR combo. Not enough.
Destroy also ulting in to try and ult smite it.
That's true. UNI are going to be chasing down AC Blue. I don't know if this is a good idea because they... okay, it could be a good idea because they have Rakan ult. Rakan ults in with the W, finds 2 members of AC Blue. Rakan took too much damage and he's dead. Panther Esports takes too much damage and he's down now. There goes the exhaust on the backlit. And he is dead. Nink just going to have to do his best to get out here. Oh, the flash E from the Gragas. Nink manages to flash away here. He has to go away. He's got a lot of guys chasing him. Gragas E connects that time. That's kind of crazy. Uses the flash. Kiting like crazy and manages to pick up the kill on the Gragas. Not going down without a fight.
We're banned here, Joe.
Huh?
We're banned here.
Uh-oh. Am I good? Hello?
I can hear you, but it's a little bit choppy.
Yeah, you are pretty robotic for me. I don't know if that's me or if that is you. The show must go
On
on.
my end, maybe.
I don't know, my internet's been weird today, so it could be me.
Oh no, it's starting to even out now. Yeah, through that fight, I like that they were trying to capitalize on the inertia that they had. Backlit was just a little bit too far behind. He wasn't quite there when they started fighting, right when Jensel ulted. And by the time Backlit was there, 2 members of UNI were already down. So, a little bit of a timing issue there.
Yep, and I am still having some issues hearing you.
Oh, okay. Well, I can hear you fine now.
It's good now, it's good.
Okay, okay.
So can you repeat what you said just really quick? I think I got it, but...
No, I was saying the timing issue was a little bit strange there when UNI was chasing AC Blue. Here, we'll give it a minute.
Good, the Gragas cask went down on Jensel as well as his belly, but he's not able to find the pick.
Yeah, it's just saying it was not fair.
Oh man, you're breaking up again. I'm sorry. I hope it's I hope it's you simply just because I'm hosting the stream right now. I don't want the viewers to experience destroy finding an engage on AC Blue there. The Ezreal ult popping Lux's.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Mike, it is so bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. I think yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who's the source of this.
I don't know what's going on here. I can destroy also ulting in to try and hang out a little bit. Chill. That way we're not talking.
Okay, yeah, I'd say just mute yourself or something, because...
Yeah, I'll mute for a bit here.
I just checked out the stream, and everything on the stream is fine, except for you. Okay, so... UNI able to pick up a pick on the Gragas there, and a pick on the Baron. That's going to be big. Maybe we're having a hard time understanding just because Discord's having a problem. I don't know. Because it does say that we are on like red bandwidth on Discord, but I don't think it's on my end because the stream is okay. But I don't know. Anyways, moving on. UNI are going to be able to take this Baron. They're going to be looking to do something with it. They've got 2 Mountains, 2 AC Blues, 3 Drakes right now. They are down a little bit of gold, but I don't know. I think it'll be okay with this Baron. They're going to be walking it up mid, trying to get this inhib. Looks like UNI are going to be able to get this inhib, but AC Blue really wants UNI here. Darius flashes in, tries to get the pick. Rakan tries to peel as well, but this massive Renata ult hits a bunch of members of UNI. That inhib has not gone down, so this is a disaster for UNI as they lose some Baron. They do get a tower bot, so it's not a total travesty. Darius, though, is ghosting and chasing UNI down in the jungle. Backlit doing his best to do some damage, and Kite. Drake coming up in 14 seconds. UNI have to do their best here to not die, but to also not run away. They are standing on a ward. They don't necessarily know it, but here's what AC Blue can see. They do not know where Evelyn is, and Evelyn is above them. Evelyn could get behind and find a crazy pick on this Kalista. Meanwhile, Ezreal running back, Darius and Lux also running back to turn this into an even 5, or not an even 5v5 because Rakan is down.
Gensel's down, yep.
Yep.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay.
Okay, so Destroy does end up getting spotted and caught in that bush. Pandaswand is tanking 5 members of AC Blue, takes Gragas away, and ends up dying to the Ren from the Kalista. Very unfortunate for UNI there that Lux was able to get there and Darius for the 5v4 before the Rakan was able to. And they played that well too. AC Blue did. Ezreal ult going in probably to try to steal him. Just ends up getting some damage. He has to blow his E to get away. Darius knows and he's running at him. But not enough. A little bit of a... Oh no!
Backlit
is caught. Backlit got caught by the belly on the Gragas. Gragas has to use his Zonius to try to survive there. Anders goes down. Jensel getting a ward here, maybe trying to find a pick. This is what UNI sees. They know that there were some members in their jungle. And Darius is just going to go ahead and shove it bot. So UNI were doing pretty well until they were not. They had an inhib play while you were gone, Mike.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they were not able to find the inhib and a bunch of people died. And that definitely swung the game heavily in AC's favor.
AC with that Mountain Soul too.
So Destroy Dude and Jensel trying to find a pick on this
man.
Darius here, but he is tanky. He gets away.
He is tanky. What does he got? Wow.
He's got Triforce, Sterax, and both Dead Man's items. I guess
You
technically
got your Bruiser items, you got your move speed items. I mean, can't ask for much more.
What's that item?
During that,
Hullbreaker. Doesn't Hullbreaker build out of that item now?
out of that armor.
Not the armor, the HP move speed item. I think it does.
Does he have the HP move?
No, but I misspoke. I was like both the move speed tank items.
Oh.
It's actually a third. Looks like some vision control for UNI here. They're doing a good job. This is what UNI sees. This is what AC sees, so a little bit more on bot side from that earlier dragon fight. I think coming down. So that was Soul, by the way, for AC. That
That Mountain Soul.
UNI, Jensel having to use his W and E to get away. 4 members of AC running it down mid. Lucian looking to gank from the top. Meanwhile, bot Darius is pushing. Looks like AC Blue know where Evelyn was, or we're looking. Darius running into Evelyn here. Meanwhile, the Lux ult coming out, trying for some damage. 4 members of AC at these Raptors, and Darius over here. That is all 5 members of AC Blue. Meanwhile, Cassante is bot, just chilling. All UNI has to do is let Cassante chill bot. They don't need to look for this play here, because if they do, it's going to be a 5v4 and it's going to be a disaster. Before, I don't know, maybe Cassante can TP in time, but we will see.
They still don't have vision of the Darius.
You're right. Darius in deep. They're going to be able to find the grab on Ezreal. Schmink is going to be going down rapidly. Cassante TP coming out. Evelyn has to ult to get away. Darius still tanky as ever, taking so much damage. Lucian doing as much damage as he can. Uses his ult and everything. Flashes the cast. Well played. But Cassante now tanking 4 members of AC Blue as Gragas chases away Destroy Dude and Backlit. And Cassante goes down. They're gonna find the inhib. Okay, so this is a big
trying
brain
to get
play.
the inhib, yeah.
As long as he doesn't get hit for the belly here, he wins. He dodges the belly. Okay, he's kiting, but the W auto and the Q from Gragas are too much. Right now, Destroy Dude is hanging out near Gragas. This is what Gragas sees, and Destroy Dude is right in front of him, just keeping an eye. He's got to be careful though, because his mid lane is going down. This Darius is a monster right now. And
I was gonna say too, Darius got his passive off pretty quick in that fight and just went around autoing and Wing and Qing and getting that passive onto everybody on UNI there. Oh!
Destroy Dude ends up getting caught trying to protect his turret there. Or to his inhib. And with that,
AC Blue, yeah.
They recognize this is the time to Baron. And, you know, they are taking a pretty commanding lead of this game right now. UNI at 69,000 gold, AC Blue 77. This is a tough spot for UNI. It's not over because they did get this inhib. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
It'll help match the AC Blue's inhib or super minions, but AC Blue does have that Baron buff, and UNI got to keep that in mind. I think AC Blue are gonna lose a lot of the Baron buff, just pushing the waves. But that doesn't mean they can't get anything out of it. Gragas doing some counter jungling, stealing. Notices that somebody's taking the dogs.
Right now, is everybody pretty much got to be getting close to full build? I know Backlit's probably already there.
Yep. Looks like Rakan, Backlit, Darius, Renata, and Kalista are all at full build. Okay, so 4 members of UNI descending upon Darius and Lux. They are not able to find the Darius, and now they're chasing. And that's not a position you want to be in. Darius able to get the QR combo on Jensel. UNI on back foot. They just have to run. But they're running into Renata. Renata ult hitting 2 members of UNI. That's big enough. Let's see if AC Blue can do anything with it.
AC Blue is just ending.
Yeah, meanwhile in mid,
Melissa's trying to
running it down with the Baron buff. Pandaswandis trying to tank. The Lux ult coming out, doing some damage. But meanwhile, these supers are going to be getting a Nexus turret. Pandaswandis tanking as much as he can, but does end up going down. 3 members versus 4 members here as UNI backs against the wall. They've got to make something happen. The Lux Q finds Nick Ezreal. Evelyn goes down, and now does the 4v2. Nick doing his best to survive. The cast hits both though. The Lux hits both god. And UNI fall in game 2 as it goes to AC Blue series. Unfortunate.
Wow. Unfortunate indeed.
Let me get the client up so we can look at numbers really quick. So this Darius had the most damage on his team, and Lucian had the most damage in the game. Oh man, that was a pretty even game until it started going downhill for UNI, and AC Blue recognized that, and they played really well, and they took away the game. But UNI played well for like the first half.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. And like even with counter picks, even with like Destroy Dude was getting some good picks. There were some good roams with Jensel and Backlit. They were kind of the duo there, just kind of roaming around the map, getting picks for UNI, and it was looking really well. And then I think that just gave AC Blue a chance to farm up when some of the laners are roaming so much, get some plates in, and just slowly accrue some gold. Just a couple fights going either way, but then AC Blue started to come on top, and then Getting all those objectives, just the snowball, it was kind of hard to come back for UNI there.
Absolutely. Now, this is the part of the stream where we would interview somebody. Um, is there anybody you want to interview, Mike? Do you want to do the interview?
I don't know. I kind of. I don't know if anybody from UNI. I mean, we could pull somebody in. It's just those are some hard fought games there. I don't know. It's.
Um,
Eh,
I'll tell you, I really don't like doing interviews when people don't win at all,
yeah,
especially
yeah,
especially when it's because this is gonna make you and I think 0-3.
yeah.
So, well, here's the plan. I'm not gonna interview today, but next week we force it. So even if
We
UNI
will.
loses
Yep,
next week, we're gonna interview somebody. So if
sounds
anybody
good.
on UNI is watching right now, uh, beware because we're gonna interview you next week.
Be aware.
Yeah. So that's the game, the series. That is UNI Purple versus Augustana College Blue. Augustana takes it away with a 2-0 on UNI. I want to thank everybody for coming out to the stream tonight and supporting and chatting and whatnot. If you want to support Panther Esports, you can click on the merch link on your Twitch, and that'll take you to esportsgear.com/collection/university-of-northern-iowa. There's jerseys. You can customize shirts, sweatshirts, sweatpants, beanies, stickers, and compression sleeve. So there's stuff there if you want to support us. Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming. Yeah, it is me. So tomorrow it will be Hunter and I casting UNI Gold versus Co College Academy for Overwatch at 8 o'clock, and Bill will be running production for that. So if you guys are interested in watching Overwatch, definitely check out the Twitch channel tomorrow at 8 o'clock. But otherwise, that's all I got. Mike?
Yep. There were some good games, some nail biters, a lot of action, and we'll look forward to next week.
Yep. So just thanks everybody for coming out again, and have a good night.
For the losers bracket, but I have high hopes for these guys. Colin goes to the backboard, double touch, and he gets it.
He's got sight and a good pick. Another good pick. And another. He's going crazy with it.
Oh! That was disgusting.